Hello, friends. It's Missy Anciola. I am so excited to be teaching you how to write your very own research text. Last week, you took notes on an animal by watching a video, examining images, and reading websites. Now, you are going to get to use those notes to share your learning through your own piece of writing. Remember, I did my research on sharks last week, so that is the animal that I'm going to be writing about. But you will have the opportunity to write about whichever animal you decided to research last week yourself afterwards. Again, I am going to write my whole research text right now, but you can take your time completing each part. Feel free to even pause the video while you're working or rewatch any section you would like to. To start, I'm going to review my notes sheet from last week. Why don't you take a look at yours too? Here's my research question. How does a shark survive? Which question did you research last week? Go ahead and tell me now. Now, here are the notes that I took to answer my research question. Sharks breathe through gills. They must always be swimming to breathe. They have sharp teeth to help them catch and eat their prey. Different fins and tails help sharks swim quickly and smoothly. Sharks might eat fish or crabs or lobster or even other sharks as their food. And sand tiger sharks gulp air to float, which helps them catch their prey and eat it. Now I am going to choose 3 of those facts that I think best answer my research question, or that I feel are most important. These are the facts that I really want to share in my writing with my readers, so I'm going to circle them. I decided that I wanted to share with my readers that sharks breathe through gills, sharks have sharp teeth to help them catch and eat their prey, and some sharks might eat fish, crabs, lobsters, or even other sharks. Why don't you take a moment now to decide which 3 facts you would like to share from your research and circle them on your notes sheet. Now, I am going to draw the illustration for my research text. To do this, I'm going to look back at my notes because I want to make sure that I include some of the information I learned to answer my research question in my illustration. I decided that I'm going to make sure the sharks in my illustration have gills because I learned that sharks need gills to breathe. I also decided that I'm going to make sure the sharks in my illustration have sharp teeth because I learned that sharks need those to help them catch and eat their prey. I am going to make sure there are fish, crabs, lobsters, and other sharks in my illustration too, because I learned that sharks need those to eat them as their food. Now that I planned what my illustration will look like, I'm going to get to work. Now that I finished my illustration and included some of the information from my notes in my picture, I'm ready to start writing. The first sentence of a research text is the introductory sentence. Just like when we wrote nonfiction narratives, we need an introductory sentence to tell our readers what our research text is all about. Can you think of a way that we might be able to tell our readers what our pieces of writing are going to be all about in a research text? Go ahead and whisper your ideas to me. I'm going to write a few down. You might say, do you know? And then you can fill in the blank. Have you ever wondered? And you can fill in the blank. Or, I am going to teach you, and you can fill in the blank. These are all great introductory sentences. Now, I am going to pick one to use as my introductory sentence in my research text. I'm going to use the second one and say, have you ever wondered how sharks survive? I'm going to carefully sound out my words. As I write them, tell me what letters you hear and I will record them. Have you ever wondered how sharks survive. Have you ever wondered how sharks survive? Great helping! Now I am going to write my facts. I am going to choose at least one of the facts that I recorded on my notes sheet that answered my research question with my readers. But I may write as many as I want, as long as they answer my research question. I am going to start by writing the first fact I circled by saying, sharks breathe through gills. I'm going to carefully sound out my words as I write them. You could tell me what letters you hear and I will record them. Sharks breathe through gills. Sharks breathe through gills. Great helping! Now I am going to cross out that fact on my notes sheet so that I don't forget that I already used it. Now, if I want to, I could pick another fact I recorded on my notes sheet that answered my research question to share with my readers. I am going to write the second fact I circled by saying, sharks have sharp teeth to help them catch and eat their prey. I'm going to carefully sound out my words as I write them. Tell me what letters you hear and I will record them. Sharks have sharp teeth to help them catch and eat their prey. Sharks have sharp teeth to help them catch and eat their prey. Great helping. Now I am going to cross out that fact on my notes sheet so that I don't forget I already used it. Now, if I want to, I could pick another fact I recorded on my notes sheet that answered my research question to share with my readers. I am going to write the third fact I circled by saying, some sharks eat fish, crabs, lobsters, or other sharks as their food. I'm going to carefully sound out my words as I write them. Tell me what letters you hear and I will record them. Some sharks, sharks, eat, fish, crabs, crabs, lobsters, lobsters, or other sharks, sharks, as their food. Some sharks eat fish, crabs, lobsters, or other sharks as their food. Great helping. Now I'm going to cross out that fact on my notes sheet so that I don't forget I already used it. Now, if I want to add more facts, I can do that, but I already wrote 3, so I'm going to wrap up my writing with a closing sentence. This is going to signal to my readers that I am all done writing. Can you think of a way we might be able to tell our readers we are all done writing our research texts? Go ahead and whisper your ideas to me, and I'm going to write a few down. You might say, now you know, and you can fill in the blank. I hope you learned a lot about, and you can fill in the blank. Or, what else are you wondering about? And you can fill in the blank. These are all great examples of closing sentences. Now, I am going to pick one to use as my closing sentence in my research text. I'm going to use the first one and say, now you know how sharks survive. I'm going to carefully sound out my words. As I write them, tell me what letters you hear and I will record them. Now, w, you, no, oh, how, ow, sharks, arcs, survive, I. Now you know how sharks survive. Great helping. Now I am all done writing. It's time to double check my work. Let's read my piece of research writing together to make sure that it says exactly what I wanted to. Have you ever wondered how sharks survive? Sharks breathe through gills. Sharks have sharp teeth to help them catch and eat their prey. Some sharks eat fish, crabs, lobsters, or other sharks as their food. Now you know how sharks survive. Well, did I answer my research question? Yes, I sure did. Thank you so much for all your help. Now it's your turn. Share the answer you learned to your research question through last week's research using the notes you already recorded. Take your time and do your best. I can't wait to see and hear all about your research.